big shout out to a couple of fans out there, Melanie and Susan. And all you other fans, y'all are fantastic. Pick your baby by the hand. Make her do a high handstand. Take your baby by the heel. And do the next thing that you feel. We were so in phase. And I danced all day. We were cool on grace. When I knew everyone we knew could believe you. Say what was true, I say. Dance all day, struck. Take your baby by the hand.
What a bunch of idiots, imbeciles, stupid as it gets. Stupid, clueless idiot, a bunch of clueless nuts. Is there anybody here that's got any brains? Stupid, stupid, stupid every day, every night. So stupid. It's just really stupid.
Mankind, the great WWE hardcore man.
Yeah, I heard I got Bully Ray next week, but I don't believe it. See, I don't even have a match tonight, but I'm still working out because I have nothing else to do. What am I going to do? That's what I do. What am I going to do? Play the guitar?
Down to the Nyla Rose, Nyla Beast, native Nyla Rose the Beast.
We saw last week on AEW Dynamite.
Bam, bam! Down with the best friend, sorry. Thunder, Rosa, Thunder, she's Rosa, Thunder, she's Rosa.
Ruby Soho, Soho, Ruby Soho.
I know you would love that. I knew you would love that. Ruby Soho, Destination Novo.
It's time to play the game. Time to play the game.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Pin Down Podcast. Yes, we are back. It's been a while since we've done a live episode, and guess what? We're going on well,
Best wrestling channel ever.
I know. We're the best because we just, let's be honest, we're phoning it in.
We're as bad as
we all know
at this point. Fuck.
Yeah, we're bad.
We're part timers. We have that rock schedule, okay? We're the rock.
We on that rock. We on that rock grind set, bro.
Without the cash.
Show up 4 times a year.
Without
do
the money.
HGH.
Oh, dude, you know what it is? We're Brock Lesnar's 2017 Universal title run, where he barely shows up.
Yeah. But we always show up fucking winning, all right? We always win.
Yes, and we always come back and win. And that's it. 1 F5, we come back and then that's it.
So I guess we'll start off by saying, okay, we will be back on the 4th of January, okay? That is right before Raw goes to Netflix. That's going to be a big show. We're going to do a post-show video of that, maybe even a stream of that. We will get there when we get there. So that'll be coming up. On top of that, we have something special planned. I don't know if we've mentioned it yet. We might have, but I'm just not going to say anything further. But you will see it on the 4th. We're hoping to get all that done and ready by then. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, before we go to chat, let's say hello to D'Lo Brown.
What up, y'all? I am.
You gotta do the arm and the head nod now.
I cannot move my neck like that. But
You can't
yeah,
do
it's good to be back. It's good to be back, guys. You know, Saturday night's main event. It's a bit more positive stream today. Not like our last little, not stream, but our last video we did.
Yeah, our last video was, if you haven't seen it, it's on the channel. It was breaking down all the shit going on with AEW. All right. We have covered that over there. There's probably a little bit we missed just because there's a lot of information there.
Yeah.
But this one is going to be a lot more positive, I think. We do have some weird shit. We have some funny shit, too.
Yeah.
TNA Final Resolution was a show.
The shit is back with Tessa Blanchard. You know, and I've been putting it in the Discord. Cue shit sounds when she shows up.
Yeah. And for anyone who doesn't know about Tessa Blanchard, we'll fill you in when we get there.
Yes, we will. We will. Because I'm not gonna lie, guys.
How are you doing, you sack of shit?
I can't complain. I mean, besides getting toe surgery yesterday, well, maybe kind of sort of toe surgery. Besides that, I can't complain. I'm doing pretty good. Woke up pretty good. Feeling pretty good.
Sounds like you're fucking complaining. Fuck you.
Sounds like you're complaining. Fuck you.
Event. I'm looking forward to this show. I've been looking forward to this show since it was announced. I can't wait to listen to Jesse Ventura on commentary tonight. The first time since WCW.
So anyways, let me tell you something. They can't control me. I am my own man.
I mean, we already see Jesse Ventura go in on fucking Stephen A. Smith this week, so I can't
and Chris Russo too.
Yes,
that was very random.
WWE's whole marketing for the show has been, hey, Jesse Ventura, can you just be a guest on literally every show in existence?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Can you show up on, like, I don't know, fucking Busted Open, and then can you show up on Good Morning Football?
Well,
can you show up on Rich Eisen? And just
he has the Cody Rhodes schedule basically right now.
The only thing
he has more. He's the hardest working fucker in the WWE.
the only show they don't want to go on is the Opie and Anthony show. If those who don't know, Google it.
Well, the Opie. The Opie and Anthony show ain't no more, so they don't. He doesn't have to worry about that. Yeah, that was.
I'm looking forward to the show. What about you guys? You guys looking forward to the show?
Yeah, I was saying I was looking forward to when they announced it, but yeah.
I really like the card. I gotta be honest. I really like the card, and we will get to the card. We're gonna break down the card, but at the end of the show, we're gonna do this quickly because Saturday night's main event is in 2 hours. All right. And we want to give you enough time to go do what you got to do. Watch the show. Okay. So we're going to try to do the show in about an hour. So it's going to be a quick one today. With that being said, let's say hello to chat. We got a couple people here in chat. And us Toxic Male's right. We gooning. That's right. You think the goon just stops at gronking? No, I'm gooning 24/7. I'm the 24/7 champ of gooning. Instead of my belt being green and gold, it's white and gold.
Okay.
Figure that one out, bitch.
Yeah.
Last Toxic Male has decided to become DDP. So that's cool. He is now LTM. He's like Diamond Dallas Page.
He is too going to teach Lex Luger how to walk again. Praise be Last Toxic Male.
Let's fucking go. He's going to teach Lex Luger how to take steroids again. It's going to be so good. It's going to be cool. Tris is in the chat. Last Toxic Male is in the chat. I already said that. I'm a fucking idiot. The Jack of all casuals, that's who I didn't say was in the chat, is in the chat. Mr. T, obviously in the chat. Okay, come on, he's on the show too. Arkasul is in the chat. Gravy D is in the chat. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time we get right into the show.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Do it, man.
You want to read this one, Mr. T?
Fuck the diamond cutter. I'm the master of the matting press. What the fuck's the matting press?
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
Oh, you don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. All right, yeah.
It's like that diamond cutter that DDP did to Eddie Guerrero, where he put him up on the shoulders and then flipped them and then did the work.
Yeah.
But
I remember
he's
now.
fully naked, and then he does your mom after immediately. God, yeah. He doesn't pin you; he pins your mom. It's not good.
Is that how he does it, Maz's mom? Shit.
Yeah, I guess so. That's what it seems like.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, all right, let's start. Let's get some AEW news out of the way. Okay, we had a actual big return for AEW. Someone who's been off TV for a little bit, a former champion. But it was not on Dynamite. Yes, that's right. Toni Storm, former women's champion, right there, women's world champion. Okay. All right. She was women's world champion. I think they set up one of the best turn angles in that company's history with Mariah May. They undercut it by other people blading in the first match of the night. And the fact that they show blood so often, I think it undercut a really good angle of with the heels and it did. And I will tell you, it still looks really. It's a cool executed angle. It was very good.
They've done nothing with her since, and that's what sucks.
With Mariah May, no, they've had her turn on someone else again, and that's my problem. She's a heel. She's
not even the real champion. Let's be real. Sasha Banks is she may be the secondary champion. She's really the world champion. Might as well.
Yeah, they have their most popular woman with the mid-card title, and Mariah May, who isn't as popular, with the world title. Or does Mariah May even have the world title anymore?
It is the world. I think she still does have the world title.
She's still the women's champion, but let's just face it, Tony booked her because everyone likes to goon for her. That's it.
She just is goon, but really, Sasha Banks is they treat her as their world champion. She's at every pretty much press event that they do.
She's getting paid more than the actual fucking champion, so I mean,
that too.
She's making big time money, so
it's weird, and it's really weird to get back to this to have her return on the tertiary show, the third show. It's not even the second.
It's like
not the big show in being Dynamite. It's not the big show in being
This is main event. This is main event. It's main event basically. It's the equivalent if like Rhea, instead of coming back on Raw, she came back on main event.
Yeah, you make her come back.
Or like she came back on NXT.
Yeah, or NXT.
She's gonna be on Raw. She has her first match on NXT, and then she's wrestling on Raw the next week. Like it doesn't make sense.
And especially a show that's getting canceled sometime beginning of the year. So why did you even make this return?
Yeah, and also wasn't Toni Storm like champion forever too? Why would you make her return such a big deal?
Yeah, why wouldn't you have her return at the end of a pay-per-view?
Also have her return and do something. She just kind of stares at Mariah. Wait, you don't have she like hit you with seals. Why not do a brawl?
You know what they should have done? They should have had a pay-per-view where you have the women's world title on at the end, right? Let's say Moxley refuses to have a match. And so that's your excuse to keep the world title off of TV, because with Moxley's character, that's how they're going, right?
Yeah.
And then you decide, Tony comes out and is like, all right, we're having, we needed a world title match for the end of this pay-per-view, and we're going to get the women's world title match. And at the end of that pay-per-view, Mariah May wins. And as soon as she's about to celebrate, out from the crowd, Toni Storm comes, fucking blindsides her, beats her up, and then holds the title above her head, drops it.
Yeah, that's what it should have been. Not just her coming out and staring her down. This woman who beat you up with heels and made you bleed. You're not going to just
literally gouged your forehead with a heel, betrayed you.
It's like remember when Triple H came back from Orton punting him in the skull, and Triple H was like about to murder Orton. It should have been
Yeah.
something like that.
Well,
needed to be-
again, it's Tony Khan's. There's too many Tonys in this sentence. So pronouns, pal. Tony Khan. That's his fucking. That's his pattern. Every Winter is Coming show, someone's either made a debut or made a return, because Winter is Coming where Sting came back to wrestling. He came back to the ring and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So it's a pattern with Tony because he's like, well, Winter's Coming, big return, big debut, something like that. It's just a pattern with this guy. A blind man can see what he's fucking doing. But again,
my thing is just have her do something. I don't like when you have people return and just stand there. Unless it's The Rock. The Rock's the only exception.
Because guess what? When they come back, fondness, absence makes the heart grow fonder type of thing, right? And you should utilize that, right?
Yeah.
If you have somebody coming back, give them something to do immediately. You need to have them make an impact immediately so you can capitalize on them coming back.
And here's an
right?
idea.
WWE is pretty good about doing that.
Here's another idea. Why the fuck are you make her go on to a show? It's pre-taped when you're going live on Saturday.
Yeah.
For Collision.
Yeah, Collision would have given a better place for her to come back. At least that's the second show, at least.
And Collision doesn't get that much better ratings than Rampage, but they have somewhat better ratings than Rampage. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that much, but it's like, but it's still
It's 100,000 people, though.
And it's live, right? It's at least live.
Yeah.
So you should have just did it on Collision. I still think I'd be kind of dumb because she should be on the main show, but whatever.
Well, and I
At
think
least that'll
also if you put her on Collision, when does Collision air Eastern again?
8 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock.
8 o'clock Eastern.
10 o'clock, yeah.
So it's technically
So
airing
it
when
was-
Saturday Night's Main Event's about to happen.
Yeah, it's airing literally right at that time. So it's going to head to head. I wouldn't have put her on that. If you were if you were like a bigger product, like a couple years ago, AEW.
If it was
I'd put her on.
Impact, I think Impact could old Impact. Let me keyword that.
Yeah, Impact back in the day could have. AEW when it started
Yeah.
definitely could have.
Yeah, I'm
could
sorry.
have rivaled a Saturday Night's Main Event.
Sorry, I
But-
had to butt in for a second. So
Yeah.
tonight is going to be part 2 of Winter is Coming on Collision. So what
Part
the fuck
2?
was Rampage? Yeah, so what the fuck was Rampage then? Because Tony just
Part 1, I guess.
Yeah, Tony just announced the card right now.
Is this fucking some Deathly Hollow Part 1 and Part 2? Shut the fuck. What is the pay-per-view called?
He wants to make it seem like it's a pay-per-view. The problem is you have pay-per-views, okay?
Yes, and you have what
don't-
about to happen in a couple weeks.
You don't want to. It honestly will confuse the casual audience of what the fuck is going on. And to be honest, I think it confuses a lot of the hardcore audience too.
It confuses me.
Of
You have
why the fuck are we doing this after you did a big Halloween show? After you did
Yeah.
a big 10th, whatever anniversary show, 5th
Right.
anniversary or whatever it was.
Yeah.
yeah.
After you did, just a big show for the sake of big show, and on top of that, that's only on TV. There's been pay-per-views littered each month in
Yeah.
between all this.
Mhm.
You've had like 9 or 10 major events since
Right.
August. At some point, it's the boy who cries wolf. If every event is a pay-per-view style event, then none of them are. There's a reason
Yes.
why. That's the thing with wrestling. Like you have to keep TV being TV, and to do a special like a TV special every once in a while is a good idea, right?
Well,
My
it's like-
problem, and this is a problem I have with WWE's schedule right now too, because I think doing Saturday night's main event and then have it preceded by Raw like 2 weeks later, that's going to be a major show.
Yeah.
After 2 weeks after Saturday night, like you have 3 major events happening
pretty much in January, yeah.
in a month.
Yeah.
In a month, yeah.
of each other.
And then
like
keep in mind,
it's
a
too
couple
much.
weeks after that Saturday Night's Main Event in a month will be the Royal Rumble. Actually, no, a week will be the Royal Rumble in February 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't like the scheduling of these major events. I like the
Granted-
idea of having a Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
It's just with that Raw and Netflix debut that's going to be big, and it's going to be 3 hours long, and it's going to be a pay-per-view quality show.
Yep.
In the sense of it's going to be big.
Yeah.
It's a problem. Like you're putting too much at one point in time, and you're filling up that calendar with too many big events. You do need just normal TV to progress storylines and to showcase people's wrestling abilities as well, right? That we need good television matches. There's nothing wrong with a match being like, 5 or 6 minutes long, and that's what it is. It's right. Not everything needs to be, a Meltzer 5-star match.
Like Attitude Era was the king of that back then. Like, like where you could have a match that's like 8 minutes, but it feels like a 20-minute classic.
Or you could have something like Dan Severn just beating the fuck out of someone from Smoky Mountain Wrestling that got brought in.
Yeah. Or Kane just tombstone like a guy really quick in a match, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, stuff like that, though, it helps build a character. It helps, for example, it helped establish Dan Severn as a bit of a threat at that point. Now, they fucking fumbled that, but setting it actually up, they did a good job of. But yeah, with this, I think it's too early, man. Like, or it's not too early. With Toni Storm coming back, it's just it's bad timing.
Yeah.
Right. And she's not the only person who's back. Guys, we're going to talk about TNA now. We're actually going to talk about TNA more than we are AEW, which shows you TNA is hot right now.
Should we say LOL TNA? Do we say
LOL TNA? Actually, I think we do.
Yeah.
LOL TNA. Gravy D is right. It is Tessa time.
I hate to say it, guys. I liked this woman at one point. I did. I'll admit it. I was a fan at one point.
We all did. We all did.
Yeah.
Until they gave her the world title, she got real racist and made shit videos.
If you remember,
up until all that, we all liked her.
If you remember, people wanted her to get signed by WWE to have her, to be like
Charlotte.
Yeah.
Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha. Those are like the 3 matches I remember. Like, when she gets to WWE, Charlotte, Sasha, Becky. And like, if she was still good now, I'd have been like, her and Rhea would be good. Her and a couple other people. Her and Bianca, I think, would be good, but not.
Her and Stephanie.
I think she would be good on the main roster for WWE.
Yeah,
she would, especially because the women's division right now is kind of. I honestly think there is quality wrestlers there. They're just not being utilized.
Yeah.
For example, I think the show that utilizes the women the most and does it the best is NXT. That is where Shawn Michaels as a booker, I think, really fucking shines. Is
Gooner Michaels.
Gooner Mike. Yeah. Maybe it's because he's a gooner, but you know what? I'll say it. It's the best part of those shows. Is the women's division. They do a good job. There's a lot of quality down there, and there's also a good mix of newcomers that are still learning. Because again, it is effectively a minor league type of thing. It's a indie promotion for WWE, so you're gonna have people who just learned how to wrestle on there. If you're looking for like Trey to die of lung cancer, then you're gonna get it. But with NXT, if you're looking for, he's fucking dying, dude. He's broken over there. Holy fuck!
D'Lo dead over here. D'Lo dead.
Yep.
Oh my god, D'Lo just fucking died, man. But if you're looking for just like the best wrestling, like most polished, you're not getting that in NXT. But I also think that's kind of the charm. Is like, you're going to have someone like an Ethan Page on that show who's really fucking good. And holy shit, he's going to be in the Rumble. He has to. I think putting him on SmackDown. Him on SmackDown could be really.
Pair him with like A-Town Down Under. Make him like a group. I think he and them could
make
be
him like the leader of the group. Yeah. He gives A-Town Down Under. I think those guys both are good heels. it gives them a better heel to be with, and it gets.
And he can maybe the
traction.
gimmick is he teaches them how to get wins or something. That could be like,
you know, if Punk's not working with Roman, and if they're going to do the whole Seth versus Punk thing on Netflix, wouldn't it be something if Ethan Page makes his Raw debut and him and Punk go into like WrestleMania and he gets his kind of revenge because he blames Punk for losing the NXT title?
ooh.
Now it's not Roman for the money match, but still it's a story that they can progress NXT.
Or are they bringing Josh Alexander up because that's people think, oh, you just pair him and Ethan as tag team.
Yeah. Well, Josh Alexander, by the way, who was in TNA. TNA's losing a good bit of their, I would say, mid-card guys. Josh Alexander's gone. Speedball Mike Bailey's going to be gone. But they now have Tessa Blanchard again.
Yeah.
If you didn't know about Tessa Blanchard, she used to be in TNA.
Yeah.
Until she said some racial slurs and everyone hated her in the,
Chelsea Green
backstage
called her
area.
out. Like a lot of women called her out.
Everyone hates her. Everyone hated her. Nobody liked her.
Yeah. Call her a bully. They call her a racist. Everything in the book.
I mean, to be fair, it's kind of racist. Like I know, like a lot of people call a lot of things racist nowadays, but this was one where I was like, no, I get that. That's not good.
You know what's weird?
And
She's got her dad's
video leak.
Yeah, she had a poo video leak. That when I found that out, that was more of what I was like, okay, I'm done.
Before we move on, let me ask you guys a question real quick. Who do you think has more heat between her and her family? Do you think her dad had more heat when he got out of wrestling, or do you think it's Tessa? Do you think she's taking that mantle off her dad? Because totally has some heat
definitely her.
Her at this point, man.
Yeah.
If you include the shit video stuff,
she may be the greatest heel.
Yeah,
shit video stuff, bro. I'm sorry. And apparently, there's audio of it. I think I've listened to the audio.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's and so she is back. She's going to challenge Jordynne Grace. I actually think this could be interesting.
It'll probably be a good match, and this will probably, I was saying in the back, this will be Jordan's on her way out feud before she heads over to WWE.
Yeah, so she's definitely NXT bound. I mean,
should we show the interview she did after she left the arena attacking Jordynne Grace?
Yeah. If you want to send me the link to that in the private chat, we can play it, and hopefully TNA won't take us down.
I posted in the Discord last night, so yeah, give me 1 second. Let me.
Yeah, I'll let you guys talk. I'll go find it.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for second chances. I don't mind her coming back. That's not the problem. I just, I don't know. I think that she's not damaged goods, but she definitely has a reputation, and that's the thing about it. So, I mean, if she comes back and she's like changed, cool. If not, fuck her.
But here's the thing. I said this in back too. Del Rio came back. I mean, Del Rio does jobs, and he did criminal shit.
Yeah, so, Del Rio has done things allegedly that are really fucking disgusting.
Shout out to Lethal's favorite wrestler.
They involve assault of a sexual nature.
Yeah,
that's the best way to say it.
Yeah,
I should have just said sexual assault, but whatever.
Wasn't he accused
there was one allegation of throwing a child out of a moving car, from what I remember.
And then there was one about the
Page stuff too.
Well, he wasn't accused of I don't know if we can say the word on YouTube, but wasn't he accused of
rape? Rape.
Yeah, that's why I said. That's why I said SA. Yeah, it's not good. Del Rio. Yes, you can say what she did, what Tessa Blanchard did was bad, and I think it was, but I mean, fuck me. Wrestling is filled with terrible people. What about like Invader number 2?
Yeah.
He killed Bruiser Brody and was still wrestling. I hope it's Invader number 2 and not 1. I feel bad if I'm calling it shade on Invader number 2. But he's the most likely suspect in a No, he's not even a suspect. People saw it happen.
Yeah, saw it happen.
What about what Marty Jannetty said?
He got away with it because he
Yeah.
said, "Oh, it was a wrestling angle, and it just went wrong," and so they were like, "Oh, okay." It's like, no,
Jimmy
you just went into a
Snuka.
shower and stabbed a fucking dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what was it? Yeah, because he was the booker at the time, right? The
believe
guy
so.
that he was the booker, and
Hey, I don't
and
think I
Brody
named
didn't like
it.
I'm so fucked.
it's
But wrestling is filled with a ton of really fucked people. So she's on the low end scale of wrestling freaks.
Yeah.
The poo videos are funny.
Yeah.
Not the actual video. It's just the idea of someone having a poo video.
The fact, like,
is
someone
funny.
like her, like, let's be real, she's an attractive woman doing that. It's like, why?
Yeah.
But we will let's see this and we'll move on.
Trying to find out what's going on backstage. She's been dispatched.
Tessa, please. Why did you just attack Jordan Grace? What was that all about?
Attack? I just reminded her and everybody else whose thing this company was built on. Tessa Blanchard is back.
I thought it was
And
Jeff
I'm
Jarrett.
taking what's mine.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Why did she sound like she was about to cry?
Gia Miller's trying to find out what's going on backstage. She's been dispatched.
I don't know.
Tessa, please. Why did you just attack Jordan Grace? What was that all about?
Attack?
What the hell's going on down here? I don't know why the backstage. I'm just a Southern Belle. Why did you go and attack Jordan Grace?
Yeah. The
But you know what?
company's telling me. Wow.
This is a great transition. Jordan Grace was not the only person attacked.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if I just want to say, this was not the craziest event at TNA.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No,
Tessa
wasn't.
Blanchard coming back would have been one of the craziest events in wrestling this year. It wasn't even the craziest event, the craziest thing to happen on the show. Okay. Oh fuck. All right. Well.
Yeah.
Do we? Let me get. Oh man, I just realized I had the wrong link for it. Oh god, this is fucking hilarious in a way, and also just really fucking stupid.
Oh yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, yes, a fan got into it with Eddie Edwards. The fan slapped Eddie. Eddie slapped him back. Yes. All right. Okay, let's watch this.
Back home.
So you see Jeff Hardy's on the floor. There was a tag match. I think it was the System versus the Hardys. Maybe there was someone else involved. But yeah. So I'm of two minds with this, okay? Let's go back and let's drop the playback speed. You can see, I know the footage is really bad. This is just how Twitter is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It literally only has 330p quality. But so this is like breaking down the fucking Zapruder film at this point. I apologize, chat. But if you see right where my cursor is, he obviously has something in his hand.
It was a cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. At
Yeah,
first,
it's a cup. Yeah, I think it's a
it
cup.
looks more clear as a cup there. At first, I was like, is that his phone that he knocked out? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care if it's a wrestling show. You knocked my phone out of my hand. Eddie Edwards would be fucking leaving on a stretcher. Right? That's fuck. If it's a cup, I think it's honestly, I think it's just this. I don't think you need to do that to get heel heat. But if you want to, fine. If I get the cup knocked out of my hand, I'm going to be like, all right, this is a wrestling show. He's a heel. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Now this fan then decides that he is. Look, if you want to get into it, cool. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't slap the wrestler. You fucking
don't
if
slap
you're
a
gonna
wrestler
slap,
ever.
If you're gonna slap the wrestler, you better fucking hit him hard. Dude.
Yeah.
It needs to be like a fan at an ECW show. Like you need to
dude.
wail.
If this would have happened at ECW, if this would have
Or
happened at
WCW even.
if this would have happened at ECW in Mid-South Wrestling, they would have been fucked up because back in the day,
Didn't it
like in
happen-
the South. Oh, go ahead.
Didn't it happen to the Dudleys? I feel like
Yeah.
half.
Yeah,
Heat
Dudley's. They
The
have
one in
Dudley's have
Dayton
gotten
where
to
Yeah, Heatwave.
outside of the mass transit. Let's not talk about that incident.
Yeah, no, that's
It was-
different. That's
Yeah, it was
that's
at
a
Heat
fan
Waves.
goes
It was
against
one of the
wrestlers.
Heat Waves. But like Mid South, there was a guy that jumped the ring and tried to fight him, and the cops got him, arrested him,
Oh,
took him to the back, and Cowboy Bill Watts was wearing cowboy boots, and literally the cops were watching him. He beat the shit out of that guy with his cowboy boots and stood on his head with the boots. And so he won't touch my wrestlers because he punched Jim Cornette, I believe, and sucker punched him in the nose.
oh,
And he fucked him up good. But we
He
do have an
literally
update.
picked the manager to fucking fight, not
Exactly.
one of the Midnight
I mean,
Express.
that guy's lucky it wasn't Randy Savage. Randy Savage is another one. He beat the shit out of fans if you jump the rail. Same with like Kevin Nash and like the WCW guys.
But the update for this story is they did escort this guy out the building and they turned him
Okay.
over to the authorities. So I don't know where they were at last night for the show, but they did turn him over to the cops.
Atlanta.
So so they pressed charges. So they did press charges on the guy. So
Yeah, don't do that. And as you can see, he is wearing a Dragon Ball Z shirt. I believe that is Cell. And I'm just bringing that up just to bring it up. I don't feel like it has anything to do with this conversation. But yeah. So TNA is back, baby. That's right. No more boring TNA. All right, no more just Joe Hendry. Nah, we go wild with it.
And we did forget to mention there was someone backstage last night at the show as well. I think it was at center stage.
I don't know this. Who was backstage last night at the TNA final resolution?
A former TNA World Champion, X Division Champion, pretty much done it all. The phenomenal AJ Styles.
I saw that.
I do
Yeah,
remember this. Yeah, that is what I was saying when AJ came back. I said they have that deal with TNA. They should give AJ a run in TNA while he's still under contract with WWE, while they're trying to figure out something for him to do, because they obviously have nothing for him right now.
Yeah,
and so send him to TNA. Allow him to help out TNA, because TNA does need some help, right? You have Namath or Nemeth. Sorry, my apologies. Nick
him and
Nemeth,
Joe Hendry.
You
Imagine
have
AJ
Hendry.
and Joe Hendry.
Yeah, or imagine like AJ and Jeff.
Yeah,
Get to see that again, or AJ and Matt. Like there are a lot, or the mid card guys help him.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. We know where the big matches with AJ Styles and TNA is. It's AJ Francis. Come on. We know this.
Okay. Or no, you know what it is?
I
It's
don't
AJ
want to
and
talk
Moose.
about him. He has brain damage.
It's AJ and Moose, guys. You know that's the big money match.
I would rather see AJ and Moose than
But Cream, he played for your fucking 49ers. Come on. You gotta
yeah,
look-
and
Niner
was
game.
it during the time were the 49ers good at the time? Not that I fucking remember.
Yeah, but you can even do Kazarian too. You can do Kazarian.
Oh, yeah, him and Kazarian have history.
Yeah,
Dude, if Christopher, God damn it, if Christopher Daniels still in TNA, you could renew
That
that
would've been
feud
good.
too.
Yeah,
yeah, there's a lot of things you could do. Or Sanjay Dutt if he was still in TNA.
Yeah.
Eddie Edwards, man. You can do it. You can do AJ versus Eddie Edwards. They never fought
Yeah.
before.
AJ and JBL.
I know Rhino retired. By the way, we have to bring that up. Shout out to Rhino. He
Yeah.
retired. He's most likely done wrestling now. He's had a
Either
great
that or
career.
he gets a Legends deal with WWE.
I think he goes.
Rhino, the last real ECW champion.
Yep.
I don't think he wrestles or anything. He might that's why I think he'll get a Legends deal with WWE, where occasionally he'll come maybe NXT and do a quick gore,
That
little
or he'll
appearances.
do like a Royal Rumble appearance where it's not.
Yeah,
much.
Rumble appearance. Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
cool. But yeah, shout out to fucking Rhino, man. Like the last
Yeah.
ECW champion. I'm not counting any of the WWE stuff. I'm not doing it.
No.
I refuse. He was fucking great in WWE.
Mhm.
I loved Rhino in WWE. I know they didn't do much with him, but he was fucking
I
awesome.
liked his hardcore title run. I liked his little hardcore title run he had.
his
and
first
he was
run
pairing
in
with Edge
TNA.
and Christian.
His first run in TNA was really good.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
his matches
Oh,
with
yeah.
Abyss, man. Those
Yeah.
big dude matches. Oh,
The monster balls when he freaking
Yeah.
scored Abyss through that wall.
yes.
Yeah. Hey, here's a question. Rhino WWE Hall of Fame. I say yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're-
I
they're-
say so. Have like
they're
one of
one-
the Dudleys or Heyman, one of them inducted.
They're running out of names, so yeah, you're going to see a lot of people
But-
getting on that name.
I'm gonna be honest. You kind of have to put like someone like Tommy Dreamer or the Sandman in first.
Yeah.
You got to take some of those
Sabu.
like old people from
Sabu.
ECW before Sabu.
That's why I
Yeah.
didn't. That's why I didn't understand when they were in Philadelphia this year that Paul was the only one. That's why I was kind of surprised. I kind of thought there was some ECW themed Hall of Fame induction. Honestly,
They did that with Texas. I remember they put the Freebirds in. I believe it was in Texas.
yeah,
Was Austin in Texas?
yeah,
That was 25.
yeah.
That was
Steve
25.
Austin, yeah, that was in Houston. That was where the that's where the Texans played at the time, but Reliance Stadium. Yeah.
Didn't the Von Erichs go in the same time too?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was 2009.
So
yeah.
they do stuff like that. I think honestly with Rhino you can put him in anytime, anywhere. I don't think you necessarily need to do these themed ones of the city. All right.
Yeah.
The only one you're gonna get that's a themed one is Rick Martel because he just refuses to leave Canada.
Yeah.
They've been trying to put him in the Hall of Fame, and he's just like, nah, I sell houses now in Toronto. I don't want to leave.
Really, he lives in
Oh,
Toronto. I thought he lived in Montreal. I thought.
I don't know. It's one of the
gotcha.
fucking cities. He sells. All I know is he sells houses and he doesn't want to leave the country.
I think
He
what's his
refuses
name?
to leave.
What was the one wrestler that Dark Side of the Ring did? He was friends with them. He was like still. He was a part of the Canadian mob. He was stealing.
Oh, Dino
cigarettes.
Bravo.
Yeah. Maybe that's kind of like, you know what? I'm kind of going to distance myself from wrestling because I've not seen Rick Martel on a actual like event. since, like,
WCW.
and I don't think it was even that. I think it was 2007 when they did that Night of Champions that Benoit didn't show up. I think they showcased him like in the crowd.
Really?
Yeah, I know. No lie.
Okay. I
Now-
remember the last thing he ever wrestled on that from my memory was a WC, like it was either an episode of Nitro or
Or a pay per view. I
something
think
like
it was
that.
Booker T, right? It was Booker T for the TV title.
Yeah, he beat Booker T.
Yeah, but
Which
like,
was weird.
yeah, that was his last TV match. But like his last like actual like being on TV, like being like showcased on
It
the
was
big screen
07.
was 07. So I mean, it's been a long ass time,
Yeah.
and he should be. He had a great career. He was really good in the ring. Really good.
As the fucking when he did his whole fucking arrogant stuff. Oh man, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
He would be a perfect person to have on Saturday Night's Main Event today.
Yeah.
And actually, that is a perfect fucking transition. Oh, we are doing so fucking good with these transitions. I might come a little. Speaking of transitions, all right. WWE Hall of Famer reportedly withdraws from Saturday Night's Main Event appearance.
Ooh.
So this is going to show off that like a couple people are going to be at the event, whether they're going to have something to do or they're going to be in the crowd. We don't know. But apparently Jimmy Hart's going to be there, Greg Valentine, Coco Beware, Tito, some good stuff. Some fucking legendary wrestlers as well. Ted DiBiase was supposed to be there. I fucking love the $1 Million Man. He's great. He fucked up. He made Rob Van Dam cry or something. Didn't he fuck with Rob Van Dam as a kid?
Yeah, he kicked the basket. No, he told RVD to kiss his feet, and RVD kissed his feet for $100. That's what it was.
Oh my
god!
People have done a lot worse in the wrestling industry for.
That's the perfect.
Yes. I mean, you could be like Ted DiBiase and his son steal from the freaking Mississippi welfare.
Oh, I feel Ted DiBiase's son didn't really amount to much. Remember when everybody thought Ted DiBiase Jr. was going to be the breakout star of Legacy?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
over
Lord.
Cody.
That whole thing about the whole shit about the welfare scam in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, it's bad.
They even gave him the $1 million title. Remember that? they thought he was gonna be something big.
I mean, in fairness, his name is the $1 Million Man, so it makes sense that he steals from poor people. It makes
Yes,
sense.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's living the dream.
But yeah, Ted DiBiase won't be there.
That
That kind of
sucks.
sucks.
Yeah,
I
he'd
know.
be perfect for tonight.
Yeah, I know Hogan's going to be at the one in January. I don't know if he's going to be at the one here.
I thought it was tonight. I thought he.
Yeah,
I
I thought he was supposed to be there tonight because usually where Jimmy Hart's at, 9 times out of 10, Hulk Hogan's there too.
Hulk Hogan is a Jimmy Hart dick rider confirmed.
Well, you know Jimmy Hart's his real manager, right? Like legit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like he books all of his appearances and all that shit. So yeah.
Well, Hogan can't even figure out what fucking shows he appeared on.
Yeah.
So obviously he can't book his own
Well,
shit.
the man who said he wrestled 400 times a year. Remember that?
Yeah.
1 year.
I just want to.
Maybe Ric Flair wrestled 400 times a year.
Yeah,
You
because the
fucking
time
did
zone.
not, Hogan.
Yeah, because the time zones. Like, oh brother, I wrestled in Japan, then I flew back to the States and wrestled twice that night, and then flew back to Japan and wrestled again. Like, that's not how that works.
No, that's not how it works, Hogan.
That is absolutely not how time zones work.
I'm terrible at math. I'm not Asian, but even I know that.
Oh, or Mr. I was gonna be originally Metallica, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just want to see a camera backstage of Jesse Ventura and Hogan talking together. Because, like I said, Hogan did not come to WCW because Jesse was there at the time, and Bill Watts is there too. So it's gonna be really interesting to see if he tries to apologize to Jesse backstage. You know what I mean? Because the whole union thing is like it's like the first time they've been in the same building.
Yeah.
Since the early '90s.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be really interesting.
That could be fun. The thing is, they're too old and decrepit. No offense to either of them. to
I don't
start
know.
Fighting.
I think Ventura could probably take him because
Yeah, Ventura will like. He seems like he holds a grudge like a motherfucker.
Well, Hogan's
does.
pretty much crippled, so I mean, if a fight happens, I'm gonna go with Ventura. I'm gonna have to because it seems like he has better mobility.
But I feel like Ventura wouldn't, because then it's beating up a cripple, and I feel like
I
it
don't
would
think he
turn
cares.
into a really violent affair, and then Hogan would be lying there coughing up blood, like you know,
Don't-
the end of basically. It's basically the end of Last of Us 2.
Don't tell me what to do, little man.
But Jesse
I'll do it.
Ventura's oh,
I
that's
haven't
fucking cursed.
I haven't forgot Hogan and what you did about the union.
What did you do to Joel Hogan?
Guess what, Hogan? I made better movies. I was in Predator,
I was in a better film than you.
and now I live in the Baja.
Now I live in Minnesota and I'm tired and old.
You know what? Honestly, if you
But,
really think about it, he really has made more money in movies than Hogan has because he was in
Yeah.
freaking Predator and he was in freaking Demolition Man.
Yeah.
Demolition Man, and a little bit in. Granted, not a good Batman movie, but Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Fuck, he was. He was one of the cops. I
Yep.
always forget that. Fuck
Yep.
me, man.
Yeah, he was part of
All right.
BCPD.
All right, we could reminisce about Jesse Ventura's film roles all fucking day, but we're about we're almost done the show. We're running out of time, boys. We're about to have an AEW incident of going over. But we got no Warner Brothers. We have Last Toxic Male who's threatening to cancel the show if we go over. So let's continue. Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa Tribal Combat match set for WWE Raw Netflix premiere. Just like Jacob Fatu, just like Paul Heyman. I am praying
I'm praying.
because
Yeah,
this
is gonna be good.
fucking-
This will be good, and
Solo
I have a feeling
Sikoa
The Rock
Tribal
is gonna
Chief,
appear.
I love you.
I think this is where we may get the first basically shot into Rock and Roman, because I think Rock's going to cost Roman here. And Solo's going to. I think that's and Rock's going to get the Uli Fala in the end.
If we don't get it here, I don't think we're getting Rock for Mania.
Yes.
Like,
but I have a
this
feeling. My thing is, if he's going to be on
absolute-
Netflix, I have a feeling he'll be there, right? He would have to be on there.
Yeah,
He's
I
gonna
think
be-
he'll be there. But here's my thing: like two things, real quick. Number one, I am trying to think what a tribal combat match is. Is that the match that he had against Jey Uso at SummerSlam a couple years ago in Detroit?
Yeah,
Basically,
that's
like,
SummerSlam
Yeah.
2023.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
So-
it's just a hardcore match with
Yeah.
fucking.
There's,
Yeah.
there's a
Just
fancy
renamed
name.
it.
They're not going to be in like tribal clothes now. They're not going to go that far.
I think The Rock will be at Netflix. but I don't think it'll be a part for this match. If it's going to be anything, I think it's going to be Cody, because if you go back to Bad Blood, he was, even though Roman was in the ring, I think that his intentions are clear that he wants Cody. He wants that title.
Yeah.
But if The Rock comes back and they do nothing, he's like, oh, I gotta go film another movie, or I gotta go redub Moana 2 in like freaking Spanish and say
I gotta do it in Mandarin, which sorry.
All I can say is no muchas gracias.
Ay, Dios mío, big wave.
Dewanta Claus. Wait till Christmas comes out. He calls himself Dewanta Claus, by the way.
Right, he's got to go film Red 2. Let's go.
Red 1, 2.
That movie.
Red 1, 2.
That movie's so fucking bad. Chris Evans went back to the MCU already.
Rock has to be coming back after.
Yeah, he has to come back. Like I think he'll. I guess I'll spoil one of my predictions for Saturday Night's main event tonight. I could see him coming back tonight after the Cody match.
I don't know. With this happening, I feel like they're gonna save. The thing is, they have so. WWE
It's either this or what I just said. It's gonna be one of those.
I mean, it's less than 17, I mean, it's less than 17 days away until they go to Netflix. Honestly.
Yeah. So do you just keep Rock off at this point?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
I
think. Yeah. I think if you weren't gonna do it at
Survivor Series,
Survivor Series, you just save it.
Yeah.
And by the way,
there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of shit that they have. They have a lot.
I think. Plus, I think Randy's gonna be the big return for the Cody match.
And getting to some news, because I think it pertains to this too for Raw for Netflix. All of Raw's content on Peacock is going away in 17 days. Apparently, the rumor is that all the episodes of Raw is going to YouTube.
Oh.
Really? Because I heard the rumor it was all going to Netflix. Every episode of Raw.
See, that's what I heard too. But I also read that they said that WWE filed a trademark for Raw Vault. So people are speculating that they're going to do like with the WWE Vault, but they're going to have all the Raws on there on YouTube.
That could be interesting.
That could be good. Or as long as they don't edit the show. That's all I want. Or don't edit the show.
Are they going to have basically Raw come up as two separate shows on Netflix? So you have the live stuff that just starts on Netflix January 6th.
Category. But
then you have another show titled Raw Vault that's going to be all the other Raws.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And we actually Meltzer may have had some. I don't know if it's true because it's Meltzer. It seems actually somewhat realistic though, so I'm leaning towards it actually being true. That Raw or WWE on Netflix for the international markets, like myself, will be kind of sparse at the beginning. Like you're not going to have any WCW on there. Apparently, there's going to be ECW. There's going to be some WWE stuff, and it seems like it's just going to be very random.
Yeah,
basically every Mania probably. And they're going to slowly start populating it with more and more. But I think that Vault channel is what they think. Honestly, you put ads on that, you can make some good money off of YouTube off that.
Especially how long these Raw episodes are. 2 hours, 3 hours sometimes.
Yeah, you put it on YouTube. And the back catalog isn't really making them much money, to be honest.
By the way,
the new stuff that's making the money.
Yeah, and by the way, I have an article. I forgot to tell you guys. It's actually just hit me. I just posted in our private chat.
Wow, that's fucking disgusting of you.
It just hit bricks, and it retains the Raw. Apparently, TKO wants to do something. So I don't know if you guys want to cover it or not, but I thought I'd just
what we were going to cover next is that Braun Strowman is on SmackDown.
Yeah, quick rumor.
Oh, and Naomi is now tag champs with Jade Cargill. Let's cover this one actually real quick. They just replaced Jade Cargill with Naomi. I don't like that. I think you should at least have to have a match. But I think the idea is There's too
Naomi's
many
gonna be the attacker.
Can we
Naomi's
just
gonna
admit-
probably be the attacker. That's probably what they're setting up.
Before we move on,
Naomi or Bianca.
can we just admit these tag titles are cursed?
Yes,
They're bad.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
They're bad.
The women's tag division right now is the absolute worst
If they want to
division
have
in
these
wrestling.
women mid-card belts, get rid of these tag titles. They have to do it.
No,
like,
you know what? They just need to do something with it. Like, just have good women's tag teams. You have enough.
The problem
women.
is,
You need
my
to
thing
put
with
a
it is,
focus
if
on
you have the women tag team, my problem would be half these women could just be in the mid-card division. You know?
Yeah, well, it should be a mid card title, the women's tag title,
Yeah.
right?
Ugh,
And I
see,
think
like-
you can. I think you can do it. You just have to You
Yeah.
can't just have the tag title sit on two people who are just gonna spend the entire time being like Yas Queen on TV and then not
Yeah.
wrestling. I want to see these fucking people wrestle. It's no shot at any of these people involved. I want to see them actually wrestle and be in intriguing storylines and angles. It's just we're not getting that, and that's a problem. Honestly, Triple H needs to take a book out of Gunnar Shawn Michaels' playbook of how to book women's wrestling. maybe at some point you put Shawn in charge of the women's divisions.
Yeah.
On the main card.
Yeah.
That could be interesting. Because I don't see Shawn ever. I don't know. I feel like maybe because you have so much going on the main show, you kind of do need maybe somebody to focus on something else and allow Triple H to focus on the men's division, Shawn Michaels focus on the women's division. I don't know. They'll figure something out. I'm sure of it. It's not like AEW where I just have absolutely no hope.
There's no women's division in AEW.
WWE, I had absolutely no hope for a long time, but here we are. Oh my good God! Oh,
I'll say that. Yeah, but going back to this, I don't have a problem with it, but I do think they should do like a semi-tournament or something like that with all the NXT tag teams they have too. I think that kind of makes sense. But
Liv and Raquel, I was saying have them win it. I was saying that could maybe bring some.
These tag titles are just cursed because every single person's had these belts have been they've been injured. They got the injury bug. Every single one of them. But going back to the conversation I was talking about Raw. Apparently TKO wants to do something, and I think it's kind of a shit thing. But
we have this up here. It says this is from Cultaholic Wrestling, who is getting it from Dave. So who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
It could be bullshit.
Yep.
TKO wants to push for site fees for Raw and SmackDown after they get to a period where they sell out all the pay-per-views.
What the fuck?
That's a fucking terrible idea.
What the actual fuck? That is no.
So you're gonna charge people to watch Raw?
No.
Like you're gonna charge a extra fee, a la like fight nights for UFC.
if they're on Netflix, how's that going to be even possible, anyways? Because you already
Premium tier.
God.
Yeah. No. I'm sorry. This is a terrible idea, and it will. Nobody. Wrestling fans are not.
I'm pretty sure
pay
Triple H will not be for this. I'm just gonna tell you.
I don't
right
think
now.
Nick Khan would be either.
No, I don't think either of them. Like, no, this isn't gonna work.
The
They have no
economics
deep
of
down. That would
wrestling-
just turn people off.
Yeah.
The thing is, they have two similar products, right? And there
It's
is a
common.
lot of overlap.
Yeah.
But their economics are very, very different.
Yeah.
A lot of wrestling makes up money in merchandise. UFC doesn't have that merchandise machine that WWE has.
Outside
UFC
shirts, no.
charges a lot of these fees for every single show. WWE has the benefit of working with commercials. Maybe work with Netflix and try to sell commercial space on Netflix for a live event. It's not ridiculous and people won't freak out about it.
No.
Because, for example,
I would just look at it like Peacock. That's how I look at it.
Prime, Amazon Prime. If I want to watch hockey on Monday nights, because here in Canada they have a game on Monday nights on Prime, I have to sit through ads that I can't skip. I don't mind it because it's live sports. That's how live sports work. Obviously, the replay of it afterwards, the ads are off of it. Netflix has the ability to do that.
Yeah. Peacock, even though it's not live events, like old pay-per-views I've been watching, they do ads like every next match. And it's fine. They're like a minute.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right.
Yeah. I mean, for the live show, I don't mind the ads. Okay. I've been watching ads my entire fucking life. I just tune them the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if it's the difference between them putting ads on or them doing this shit, I will take the fucking ads every single day of the week, and I will take them with a smile on my face, because there's no fucking way that people are going to pay, enough people are going to pay these site fees, as they're calling it, for it. If that's true, that's stupid. And maybe they leaked this shit. Maybe TKO did one of these things of like, oh, let's say a source in the company is saying this because it's something we're looking at doing and we want to gauge whether people are going to like it or not.
Companies do that. I could believe that. And they know
do it all
if they
the
get a
time.
negative reaction, they'll be like, yeah, we're not doing it.
And it's not stupid. It's a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
All right. We have actually gone over, boys, ladies and gentlemen, we have gone over the show. We are going to very, very quickly. We are just going to run down who we think wins each match. That's going to be on Saturday night's main event. Tonight, we are going to show the image that Mr. T showed. We are going to then get the absolute fuck out of here. Okay. First off, let's start off with the women's matches. All right. Michin versus Chelsea Green for the that's the U.S.
women's
title,
U.S. title. Yeah. the
Women's U.S. title.
Yep. I'm
Mr.
going with
T.
Meechin. I'm going with Meechin.
All right. D'Lo.
Chelsea. I
Right.
think probably Piper distracts Meechin.
Something like that. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it. It's not that I don't like Meechin. She just doesn't get a reaction. And I feel weird if you put a title on her and she gets no reaction every time she comes out.
What happened to Gallows and Anderson? We don't have time actually to go over that.
Yeah, we don't. They just like disappear.
He's
All right,
injured. Anderson's injured, but yeah.
We got Io and Liv Morgan.
Liv. I'll just say it really quick. Liv.
Liv.
We're going
Yeah.
Liv.
Oh, for that, I think Chelsea Green's gonna win the fucking U.S. title. It makes more sense. Okay, let us go to the match that I don't know if it's gonna start the show or not, but there's two matches that I think could start the show. This is one of them. Gunther versus Damian Priest versus Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight title.
Gunther. And I think Finn probably cost. I think Finn cost. Not Finn. Dominic cost Finn and Priest. I think that's what's gonna happen.
I want Gunther to retain, but I think Finn takes it off of Gunther. But he doesn't pin Gunther. He pins Priest.
You know what? I
will throw.
I think so.
I can't see that happen.
I think
There's
we're gonna
no
get
way.
we're gonna have
There's
to get
no
a
way.
title change, and I don't see them. I don't want to see Cody win the fucking Rumble a third year in a row. Okay,
No.
he's not fucking Stone Cold. I don't want to
No.
see that shit.
Mm-mm.
Right? That's no offense to Cody. I want to see him have a good reign, and we're getting to the point where his reign's actually becoming better and better. He's getting more and more competition. As much as I know you two aren't a fan of this Kevin Owens storyline, it is at least something going on with the world title other than sitting and waiting for The Rock.
The only thing I would
Right,
say
yeah.
going to retain in this match, I want Gunther to win, like I said, but if Finn wins, I'm not against it. But I do think if he does lose the championship, I think this is where it starts the arc between him and John Cena to go on to WrestleMania.
That or something between him and Kaiser.
If Gunther wins, I think the plan will be probably.
My thing is, it's going to be a conference
Punk.
thing.
You know what I think? If Gunther wins, Punk and Gunther next Saturday night's main event next month,
Or
maybe.
Rollins, or one of those.
Either way, we're
Yeah.
a bit split on that. We are going to go to the next match, which is Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. I'm saying Drew's winning it.
Drew.
I think Drew beats the
Dude,
shit out of
Drew is-
Sammy. Drew's beating the shit out of Sammy.
And
And then
besides-
maybe
I
Jay
say-
makes the save. Jay will
Yeah.
probably come out and make the save. That's what I think.
I'm going to be honest. I know a lot of people would say Cody, and I think that's a fair argument. I think Drew's had the best year.
Yeah, Drew's my superstar of the year. I guess I'll spoil one of mine.
Yeah,
He's my
so
superstar of the year. It's not just his feud with Punk, his tweets, the stuff
I think
he's done
he had
all
the
year.
best match of the year with Hell in a
Yes,
Cell.
yes.
The Cody
And the
Roman
second
match
best
was
match.
very good.
Him and Punk at
forget-
SummerSlam.
Don't forget his segment he just had busted open too. A couple days
I did
ago.
see that. Yeah.
Or
Yeah, a
dude,
couple nights
Drew
ago
and
on
Cody
Thursday.
from earlier this year on Raw was good.
Don't know if it was a
That
work
was
or a
very
shoot,
good.
but it was really good. It was interesting, really interesting. He knows how to get.
It
people
was
talking about
probably
it.
a little bit of both in there.
Yeah.
All right, and the last one, because we are fucking 5 minutes over. Holy shit, we are AEW now. Fuck me. Cody versus Kevin Owens for the Universal title. I think Cody's keeping it.
Cody,
and yeah,
he's probably coming out
hope-
the Wing Eagle
I
belt
hope Cody's
for
keeping
one
it.
night only. I think he'll be coming out that Wing Eagle title. That would look cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that'll be a cool visual.
I just don't want to see the chase with Cody right now.
No, I don't
At
want to
some
see
point,
it.
you're
And
gonna have to do it, but you need to build up someone to
have Randy be the guy. Randy. I think Randy should be that person.
Ooh.
If they don't do
turns
Rock,
heel, if he
Yeah.
turns heel,
if they don't do Rock and Cody at WrestleMania, Cody versus Randy.
if they do, yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be my ideal. Rock and Roman, and then Cody and Randy. Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
there's a lot of really good opportunities. But with that being said, we will probably have a clearer picture of what WrestleMania is going to look like at the end of the show tonight.
Yeah.
With that being said, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's
We gotta
forget
get
my
the fuck outta
pick.
here.
My opinion don't fucking matter. Let's just move on.
Oh, sorry. What do you fucking think? You piece of
What
shit,
do
huh?
you-
Who's gonna win? It's Cody, right? You were gonna say Cody.
I'm gonna go with Cody, but it would be interesting to see. I'm not a fan of Kevin
Yeah.
Owens by any means.
See,
But
I knew you were
hold on,
going with Cody.
hold
Why
on.
the fuck does it matter?
But if Kevin Owens does win the championship and make Cody's life a living hell and gets the championship, the Winged Eagle, and fucking destroys it, the title that Cody wants, and just freaking just
That could be
troll
good.
Cody.
Ooh, that could be some good heel.
I'm not a Kevin
Even-
Owens fan, but I do think Triple H would give him a lot of heat too because
I'll still be
apparently-
calling him Fatty.
the same. But his contract is quote unquote up. So maybe they do kind of like a semi thing with like they do with Punk. He leaves and like takes the title with him. Don't know. But I think they could probably do that because I think it'd be interesting because then you get something interesting for the world title. And then Cody wins the title back at Royal Rumble, and if Rock's available, then the Rock comes and says, "Look at you! You got trolled for a month by a fatso like Kevin Owens. You are not supposed to be WWE champion. You're not WWE championship material. You are dog shit."
Yeah, you could do something like that and makes Kevin Owens, because his
Yeah.
whole career he's kind of also had that underdog mentality, like Sammy.
Yeah.
A little bit less
Yeah.
so because obviously Kevin's had the title before. He's held that title a couple times. With that being said, we're going to bring up someone who also won the Universal title, and I think my prediction for the future of wrestling, and I think it's going to happen, boys. It's got to. If Hogan and Ventura are going to be in the same fucking building, you can't tell me that this won't happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that this won't happen.
The Pin
You know
Down
what?
Will apologize.
the Pin Down podcast brings people together. We are
Yes,
here to
we
stick people's
we bring
shit.
everyone together. We make everybody
We
friends.
We bring the world
What
together.
a bunch of idiots, imbeciles, stupid as it gets. Stupid, clueless idiot, a bunch of clueless nuts. Is there anybody here that's got any brains? Stupid, stupid, stupid every day, every night. So stupid. Yeah, just really stupid.
That I'm not gonna lie, that kind of hurt a little bit.
Yeah, that hurt, Brett. Jesus.
That hurt,
Oh.
Brett. Fucking asshole. All right. With that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's show. We are going to get the absolute fuck out of here.
See y'all.
You can
Peace.
fucking, we'll be back. We'll be back in January. Everybody have a good Christmas, good holidays, have a great Kwanzaa, and have a good Hanukkah as well. I hope you celebrate them all at the same time, honestly.
Big shout out to
As you
those
should.
fans out there.
So anyways,
Susan
adios, bitches.
and all you other fans, y'all are fantastic. Pick your lady by the hand. Make her do a high handstand.